Hello friends, I welcome you once again to Achilinks Travel Consultancy channel. Here we talk about proficiency exams. Now today we are going to concentrate on one of the modules of the IELTS exams, which is reading. Now since it is a reading test where you're expected to read passages and answer certain questions, it is best that before we even take the test, we have to pay attention to our reading skills, because we already know that the exam is a timed test. Therefore, we have to work within time. And then in the reading test, the structure and the format is such that we are going to read 3 different passages. Each passage we are expected to spend 20 minutes. Now in all, 3 passages, 20 minutes each, so it means we are going to spend 60 minutes on the reading test, and we are expected to answer 40 questions. Now before we even register, before we even take the test, with reading we have to practice or develop our reading skills. In as much as we know how to read, you may be very good in reading, but you have to practice it, because whatever that you do, if you don't practice, you may be beaten by time. Therefore, time yourself, try as much as possible to work within the time and answer the 40 questions, and then use certain skills and techniques that we will be discussing on this channel to practice your reading test. Now, the reading test is such that each reading passage has several tasks that you are going to answer questions on. You have matching paragraphs or matching items. You have true, false, and not given, or yes, no, or not given. You have multiple choice. You have a table where you are expected to fill in the blank spaces by capturing the information from the passage. You may have a diagram where you base your answers, or you look at the diagram and read its description from the passage. Now, one thing about the reading test is, as I said, you're going to read 3 passages. Now, the moment you realize or you see a passage, the passage's paragraphs, all of them being labeled, then it means that you are going to match paragraphs. Now, matching paragraphs is such that you have headings, and then or you have some information in a particular box where you are expected to match them with their related paragraphs. So when the paragraphs are labeled, then it means that you are going to match them. But if you have a passage whose paragraphs are not labeled, it is possible that you might meet questions that has a relationship with matching of items. Now, these matching of items will be information from the passage, information from the various paragraphs. Then you can match it with the information that will be given to you in the question. As I said, you can also have multiple choice. You can have short answers. You can have fill-ins. Now, the good thing about the reading test, especially when you're going to answer questions on the table, is that they will always give you a sample or an example for you to look on, so that you can write the answers in that same format. So you have to pay attention to those examples in the question. One other thing about a map is that they will always give you a full labeled areas of the map. That is where we are going to base our understanding or our answers from. Then we base on what we have read from the passage. Now, in order to be able to get the matching of the paragraphs very easy and very simple, you have to read the paragraphs, summarize the paragraphs, and then write the idea or your summary beside the paragraph. You do that for all the paragraphs, and it becomes easy for you to match the paragraphs. Don't forget that this is time consuming, so you have to be practicing in order for you to familiarize yourself with it. It's important that you pay attention to what you are summarizing and the information that you are putting as summary, because those are the ones that will help you to connect to the various paragraphs. One other thing, keywords are very important. The keywords are the words that have a direct connection with the passage. So it means that whatever idea that you select, whatever keyword that you select, you have to know, or you should know, that it has a direct link with the topic sentence or the major idea in the passage. There are automatic keywords. Some automatic keywords are names, figures or values, dates, periods, time. All these are automatic keywords, and especially acronyms and abbreviations. They are all automatic keywords. So we have to pay attention to all of this. Then we use that to answer the questions. As I said, we are going to answer 40 questions, and we are supposed to spend 60 minutes, 20 minutes on each passage. That is to say, we are expected to answer or to read 3 passages. So we have a variety or different types of tasks of which we are supposed to read the passage, get the information from the passage, and then answer the question. We should be mindful of our spellings. We should be mindful of how we transfer our answers from the question paper onto the answer sheet. So let us be mindful of the time, because we are supposed to spend 20 minutes on each passage, and that should be it. We should try as much as possible to spend less time in reading passage 1, less time in reading passage 2, and then we attach the other time on the other passages. So these are the things that we are supposed to know in the reading test. In the subsequent videos, we talk about techniques, we talk about how to answer the various tasks in the reading test. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel to know more about our services and the English proficiency exams.